And I love that. The UDFA wins again. The hard worker. I love that story. Love that story. You know, a guy that's been on the mark. And look at this. Look at this right here. And this is something else that you got to really consider. Nobody expected these replacement players. You know, they thought that they were going to be a detriment. You know, I mean, that Baker Mayfield's going to carve up this secondary. And like Central Scrutinizer says right here, Whiteside tracks the ball better than TA. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, you know, but the thing is, when TA leaves the field, that one thing is for sure is that Whiteside is at least on par with what TA was bringing. So, and that's a beautiful thing. There is no drop off. Arthur Mallette, that's what he was just saying. It's like these guys are professionals. And Dan Campbell's got these guys playing right. You know, you expect Kirby Joseph to play right. You know, that's why they're paying him $20 million a year. But if you want to be a good football team, the guys that don't make, the guys that make less than $1 million a year also need to play well. Everybody, he says it, right? Hey, we're going to use all of our practice squad guys. If you make any part of this team on the 53-man roster or the 16-man practice squad, you will have a role and you will be used sometime during the season. You know, you only have so many troops, and that's part of the mix and match. Yeah, every team's got good players. You know, every team's got great players. You know, you got a couple of guys on there that are uber talented. But how well do they work, and how well does roster number 51, 52, and 53 play in comparison to your 1, 2, and 3 on your roster? And that's the most encouraging thing right there from the win is that, you know, I may not agree with you, Whiteside being a better cornerback than TA, but I'll tell you that I will agree with the drop off ain't that much. TA may have a little more talent, but I think that Whiteside knows the defense better.